New ChatGPT work, plus Codex changes, everything ever. Spent hours setting up an AI tool, then felt stuck with it forever? What if you could just pick the whole thing up and move it somewhere else? No rebuilding, no starting over, no copy and paste. OpenAI just quietly flipped a switch that changes how these tools work. And most people have no idea it's even there. I'm the digital avatar of Maeve, and I help people actually learn and use AI tools in their real work, not just watch a video and forget it by dinner. In this one, I'm going to show you exactly what changed, how to turn it on in 3 quick steps, and the one thing you have to check before you trust it. Stick around, because the last part is where this gets really good. So, here's the deal. Up until now, every AI tool lived in its own little box. You set up Claude Code one way, you set up Cursor a totally different way, and none of it talked to each other. If you wanted to switch tools, you started from scratch. Every skill, every instruction, every workflow gone. That's the trap. And OpenAI just broke it wide open. The ChatGPT desktop app can now import your whole setup from other agents. Right now it pulls from Claude Code, Claude Cowork, and Cursor, and Codex CLI can import from Claude Code and Cursor too. It brings over your instructions, your settings, your skills, your plugins, your projects, and even your recent work. All of it, in just a few clicks. Let me show you why this matters to me. I run a lot of my setup for the AI Profit Boardroom inside Claude Code. Custom instructions, skills I built for creating content, little workflows I lean on every single week. Setting all of that up again in another tool by hand would have taken me hours I really don't have. So, here's how I'd use this import feature for the AI Profit Boardroom. I point ChatGPT at my Claude Code setup, and it pulls every one of those skills and instructions straight in. Now, the same workflows I use to create AI Profit Boardroom content run inside ChatGPT too. Nothing rebuilt, nothing lost. Now, let me show you how to actually turn this on, because it's easier than you'd think. It's 3 steps. Step 1. Open the ChatGPT desktop app and go to Settings, then Import. If you don't see Import as its own section yet, open General and look for Import Other Agent Setup. Step 2. Click Import, then pick the agents you want to pull from, Claude Code, Claude Cowork, or Cursor. Hit Continue. Step 3. On the Select Items to Import screen, you choose what to bring over. You can grab everything at once, or hit Customize and pick exactly what you want. Confirm, and it runs. That's the whole thing, and here's the part that keeps you safe. Your old tool stays exactly as it was. Importing doesn't change or delete anything on the original side. You're just making a copy that now lives in ChatGPT. And here's what surprised me. It's not just the basic stuff that moves. Look at what actually comes across. Your instruction files become an agents.md file. Your settings turn into a config file that Codex reads. Your skills come over as Codex skills. Your plugins come over as Codex plugins. Your project folders open up as Codex projects using the very same folders. Your chat sessions from the last 30 days become threads you can pick right back up. And the deep technical stuff moves too. Your MCP server setups, your hooks, your slash commands, even your subagents. These are the exact pieces most people assume they'd have to set up all over again. They come across on their own, and this is exactly the kind of shift we go deep on inside the AI Profit Boardroom. When something like this drops, I don't just report the news and disappear. Inside the AI Profit Boardroom, we've got step-by-step walkthroughs for setting up ChatGPT, Codex, and this whole import flow from start to finish. We run live coaching calls where members bring their own setup and ask me exactly what to import and what to leave behind. And there's a roadmap built around these tools so you know what to learn first, second, and third instead of drowning in 100 options. If you're watching this thinking, I just want someone to show me how, that's what the AI Profit Boardroom is built for. I'll drop the link in a bit. Let's keep rolling. Okay, now let's talk about the terminal side, because this is where the power users live. If you use Codex CLI, you don't need any menus at all. You just start a session and type /import. That's it, then import. It'll ask if you want to pull from Claude Code or Cursor. Then, you pick the setup, the project files, and the recent chats you want to bring in. Review it, and you keep working right there. One thing to know, the CLI brings in up to 50 chats from the last 30 days. And you can't run /import in the middle of a task, in a remote session, or when you're hooked into a local app server daemon. So, run it fresh, before you start your work, and you'll be fine. Here's another way I'd put this to work for the AI Profit Boardroom. I've got MCP servers and project folders wired up in Claude Code that connect to the tools I use to organize AI Profit Boardroom content. Instead of setting all those connections up again in Codex piece by piece, I run /import and pull them straight across. Now, Codex can run those same AI Profit Boardroom workflows right from the terminal. Same connections, same folders, nothing wired up twice. And there's one more piece that makes this really stick. Inside the desktop app, under Settings and then Import, you can turn on automatic updates. That keeps your imported work in sync with the original tool. So, when I tweak a skill in Claude Code for the AI Profit Boardroom, that change can flow through instead of leaving me stuck with two versions that slowly drift apart. Now, before you go wild importing everything you own, let me save you some pain. A few things to check. First, test safely. Don't assume everything works perfectly the second it lands. Open an imported skill or project and actually try it before you build on top of it. Second, check your permissions. Imported skills and agents can carry tool restrictions with them, and MCP servers that use a custom login might make you sign in again. Third, watch the status card. When the import finishes, Codex shows a little card down in the lower left corner. If a plugin or connection still needs setup, that card calls it out. Just click Finish and follow the prompts. And keep an eye on hooks. They can behave a little differently in Codex than they did in the tool you came from. 2 minutes of checking here saves you an hour of head-scratching later. So, step back for a second. Why does this actually matter? For a long time, these AI tools were walled gardens. Each one wanted you locked in. The more setup you built, the harder it got to ever leave, and that's exactly how they kept you. This import feature quietly knocks those walls down. Your setup isn't trapped anymore. Your skills, your instructions, your workflows, they're yours, and now they can travel with you. That's a real shift. It means you get to pick the tool that's best for the job in front of you, not the tool you happen to be stuck inside. And for those of us who actually use this stuff every single day, that's a much better world to work in. So if you want the full process, the SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases just like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links are in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 85,000 members who are crushing it with AI. And if you're about to go try this import for yourself, here's my honest heads up. You're going to hit a couple of snags. A plugin that needs reauthing, a hook that acts a little weird, a skill that doesn't quite fire the way it used to. That's totally normal. And it's exactly where the AI Profit Boardroom comes in. Inside, we've got tutorials that walk you through this import flow, click by click. Live coaching calls, where you can share your screen and get unstuck fast. Roadmaps that tell you what to set up first, and ready-to-use prompts, so you're never starting from a blank page. With over 4,000 members already in there, working through this stuff together, you won't be figuring it out on your own. Come join us at iprofitboardroom.com. I'll see you inside.